HSG campaigns. Also joining us is Jorge, the co-founder of Latinos for Trump. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man. You got a big, heavy lift tonight. Okay, so Donald Trump going to Mexico the next couple of hours. Boy, this is going to be a meeting or what? I mean, what are the risks? What are the problems here? What's the potential upside for Donald Trump?
I think the potential upside is that he's going to show his true leadership skills. People have this perception that he's not a world leader, that he can't hang on the world stage. This is going to be an excellent opportunity for Donald Trump to show his leadership skills and show the world what he can do as a true leader.
Eric, what are your expectations?
Well, unfortunately, the entire campaign Trump has run has been built primarily on hate. And he's been mainstreaming the culture of hate in this country. And, you know, when white supremacists are supporting your campaign and you're not denouncing them, I think that's a real problem for him. And I don't think a trip to Mexico is going to solve that.
Yeah, Jorge, this is the issue.
Sure.
You know, Mr. Trump has been highly critical, derogatory at times, you know, of Mexicans and of Mexico as well. There have been piñatas on the streets of Donald Trump in Mexico, also here in California too, at his campaign stops. You know, this could get quite ugly. And you know, I know there's a theory that he gets there, and if it's ugly and they're protesting, that's good for him. But doesn't that just add to the campaign that this is a campaign of, you know, in turmoil and division?
Well, I'd like to dispel this myth about hate, because let's talk about Hillary Clinton. She's over here using divisive rhetoric, calling me alt-right, racist, or fringe. It's not true. I'm just an average American. And also, let's talk about Barack Obama. Barack Obama right now is actively deporting people from Central America. These people are seeking, they're seeking asylum or safety from violence in Central America. And Barack Obama is actively using deportation squads to rip these families apart from the United States. Nobody talks about that. Also, let's talk about hate. One thing as a Hispanic American that bothered me, we saw the leaked DNC emails as when they referred to Hispanics as talkable engagement. But what bothered me the most, and what people don't know, is that the Democratic Party, along with Hillary Clinton, thinks that they can own and acquire Hispanic loyalty for generations to come. In terms of branding, they don't look at us as a person. They just care about a vote. They care about power. They don't care about me as a soul, as a person. I am not a brand. I'm a human being. Okay, so I don't appreciate that you think that you can own and acquire my loyalty.
Yeah, I just think that what's, you know, I understand your feelings, Jorge, and I think that's really important to acknowledge. Just the fact is, there are white supremacists in this country that are really excited about the Trump candidacy, and they've been talking on air about how they are taking over the Republican Party, and they're proud of this, and I think that's a really sad thing.
But to his point, the Democratic Party takes for granted the votes of minority voters and actually sees them more as numbers as opposed to individuals. What about that specific point?
Here's the thing. Donald Trump has been sort of, quote-unquote, reaching out to minority voters over the past couple weeks. I'd really like to see some plans. I'd like to see some policy. So he's really given a lot of empty rhetoric and no policy to back it up.
Well, let's talk about his immigration policy.
Yeah, exactly. So now are we looking at this trip to Mexico, I guess, as part of the softening of the immigration policy?
I don't think there's any softening. His position stands the same. We have to secure the border. We're going to get the criminals out. Here in Los Angeles, we have the Los Angeles gangs. Over 60% of them are illegal immigrants. We have to get these people out. This is what Trump is talking about. So that's pretty accurate, that we have to take care of the criminals first, get them out, secure our border. That's very, very important. So I want to touch back on the KKK point, because let's understand that the KKK never really endorsed Donald Trump. But there's a video out there right now. Somebody from California actually endorsed Hillary Clinton, yet the media has never questioned this point. Hillary Clinton was endorsed by William Quigg. Not one question. They're drilling Donald Trump on the KKK when it never happened. He was never endorsed. Hillary Clinton has been endorsed by the KKK. Not one question from the media, not one disavowal from Hillary Clinton. This is a fact. So let's just dispel this notion about hate.
We can litigate the point of hate groups, and that the conversation will continue down that line. But let's focus on the immigration element right now. I want to play for you what Donald Trump has been saying, because there's been this question of the flip-flopping. Let's play for you what he has said over time on the issue of immigration, and compare it to what we heard from his son speaking to Anderson Cooper a couple of hours ago. Let's run that.
He wasn't softening on anything. He didn't change his stance on anything. What he did was, and what he's done all along, is he's speaking with the people. He's not lecturing them like most of the politicians you see today. He's actually having a conversation. He basically surveyed the room and asked, hey, what are your thoughts on this? I want to take that because I want to take into account what the people say. His policy has been the same for the last 6, 7, 8 months.
He still says deport. They all got to go.
That's been the same, correct. But again, you have to start with baby steps.
They're illegal immigrants. They got to go out.
But how do you do it in a practical way? You really think you can round up 11 million people?
You know what? At some point, we're going to try getting them back, the good ones.
Are they going to be ripped out of their homes?
Can I tell you? They're going back where they came. If they came from a certain country, they're going to be brought back to that country. That's the way it's supposed to be. Now, they can come back, but they have to come back legally.
Are you going to be sending in officers?
We're going to be sending in
people
in a very
into people's
nice
homes
way.
to get them out.
We're going to be giving notice. We're going to be saying you have to go. We have at least 11 million people in this country that came in illegally. They will go out. They will come back. Some will come back, the best, through a process. They have to come back legally.
But just you, I mean, there does seem to be an agreement that what Trump has said the last couple of days has been nowhere as extreme what he said over the course of this campaign. I mean, do we all agree on that?
Absolutely. But the issue is you really can't believe what he's saying. You know, this is a person that is saying a series of lies, and the reality is he's not answering the question about deportation. You know, that he has called for a full deportation, hasn't really walked that back. And I think this is a real issue with his policy and with his campaign.
I have a point to that. So let's talk about the Bill Clinton administration. Bill Clinton actually withheld or deported over 12 million illegals during his presidency. Nobody characterized Bill Clinton as full of hate. There's no hate. Mexico enforces their immigration laws. They actually deport more Central Americans than the United States. So there's no hate behind it. It's just time to enforce our immigration laws and do it right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Stick around for next hour.
We'll
Excellent.
do it again. Thank you, gentlemen.
We'll get to a lot more. Thanks, guys.
All right. Turning now to ISIS, and the group is promising revenge now that one of its most senior deputies is dead. The terror group says Abu Muhammad al-Adnani was killed in Aleppo, Syria, while...
Use hashtag Latinos for Trump on Twitter and social media. Make America great again. Go out and vote November 8, 2016. Let's do this!
Make America great again. Make America great again. Make America great again. Great again.